goes. Hello everyone. For those who you don't know me, my name's Mason, and for those who do, I apologise. Today's been my only job to make sure Dan wasn't himself. And that was to make sure he was punctual, which he was, and he was sober. Which is the first. Both. I'm on fire. Now I'd like to ask Dawn and Dan to join my speech. And Dawn, if you could put your right hand on the table.
Me too.
Dan, could you put your left hand on top of Dawn's? Thank you. Yeah, on top of the table, mate. I'd like to give a huge thank you to the bridesmaids for all the work they've done and how beautiful they look today. I'd also like to say that Dawn, you look amazing today.
Thanks to me.
Dan has been a good friend for a very long time, and through all the good and the bad times, I've got to know him very well, and the stories I could tell would be unbelievable. The only problem is that 90% aren't appropriate for today. 10% aren't really worth mentioning. So, all I thought I could do was ask everybody what they thought of you, Dan, and the words that come out were a good friend, thoughtful, loving, and caring. But there were a couple that shocked me.
Do you want to say anyone other than Dawn?
And they were lazy, stubborn, and childish.
That's not right.
I thought to myself, that was a bit harsh, but not entirely untrue. But then, if anybody knows who your parents do, mate. I could go into a lot of stories, but I thought I'd just give you some marital advice. Not that I'm the one to give it, so no, I've never been married, but Dan, set the ground rules early. Very, very early. Because you know, you're never going to be the boss.
It's a stop. There's no way to answer it.
Married life is like a game of footy. You've got to be fully committed and make sure you score every Saturday night. There are only 3 words you ever need to remember. Yes, dear. And Dawn, some words for you. You need a man who will love you, who will treat you well, who will give you your every greatest desire. Just make sure none of them know the other person's name. For the final... For the final thing, the best man should really know when to put the microphone down, and looking over at Liz with that cheesy grin, and I'm going home by myself obviously tonight. But in case anyone's ever wondered why I've asked Dan to put his hand on Dawn's, mate, it's the one and only time you're ever going to have the upper hand in this marriage. So enjoy it. Everyone put his hand, raise their glasses, and toast to Mr. and Mrs. Withers.
Thank you, Nathan. Would you like to pass the microphone over to Melinda? Emotional Wow.